day for my life, man. Everything. I'm willing to 10 toes down, man. I was out there the other day. I'm like, find out where everything's going after that. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, my name is Sheila, and I want to talk about the police brutality. It didn't just start with the death of George Floyd. You know, and I'm sorry to say it's been going on since the beginning of time. It's always been a disparity. It's always been injustices. The legal systems need to be totally reformed. From high up, from the prosecutors to the judges to the defense attorneys. You know, more often than not, it's almost like it's a game. Who can we get the most? Can we get more black people, you know, incarcerated? Can we kill more black people? It's almost like a game. It's not like it's a reality. But the reality of the situation is all lives matter. Not just white, not Japanese, Lebanese, not any other ethnicity. We all matter. We all count. But it seems to be more often than not, it's the young black men that are losing their lives. I mean, if you look at Tamir Rice, if you look at Eric Gardner, if you look at most recently, you know, George Floyd. And I'm a black mother. I have a black son, and I'm afraid for him. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no justice. The police, they do what they want to do. They pull you over, they check your car, they frisk you, they search you. They do what they want to do. They don't care about violating your rights. And in this thing called the Office of Professional Standards, who's policing the police? It's no good for them to police themselves. That's just like if you got a child out here being naughty and somebody come and tell you your kid did that, you'll tell them, okay, I handle it, but behind closed doors, you really might not. So why do we give them that option? You know what I'm saying? It's time for a change. It's time for a change. A change has to come. You know what I'm saying? And as far as singing Kumbaya and praying, those days are gone. You know, it was fine when Martin Luther King was here, but it didn't really work for him because he's dead, right? Okay, so my theory is this. We have a president that's in office that's almost given an okay. It's almost like a memo has been sent down from the executive office. If you can violate somebody's rights, if you can deny them of their civil liberties, go on and do it. Because, hey, I'm the president and I'm going to allow it. And so that's why I'm saying, people, vote. Let's get this clown out of office. Let's put somebody in the office that cares about the collectiveness of everybody. Not just one social group, not just the whites, but the blacks, the Puerto Ricans, the Indians, the Haitians, everybody. Everybody is somebody to anybody. You know, you're either a mother or a father, you're either a daughter or a son, you're either an uncle or an aunt, you're either a cousin, a niece, or a nephew. Everybody counts, you know? And that's what I want to see. I want to see that in my lifetime. I want to see some justice. You know, we need justice reform.
So how do you think justice is?
First of all, I think it was really apparent that these 4 cops were guilty of murder. First of all, you had one cop on the neck, stopping the blood flow to the brain. Then you had other cops on the thighs and on the legs stopping the blood flow. You know what I'm saying? So they should have not just been fired then and there on the spot, but they should have been prosecuted as well. Had it been a layman, had it been me, you, or him, or them, we would have been arrested. Had it been a black man, he would have been executed right then and there on the spot. Had the tables been turned, had the cop been black, and had the man that lost his life been white, it wouldn't have been no trial. It wouldn't have had to be. It wouldn't have been no, well, we're going to investigate. What's the investigation? You got it on film. It wasn't no trick photography. It was live. They purposely, maliciously endangered and killed this man.
So basically you are, blaming the system. The system itself is wrong.
The system is corrupt. The system is corrupt.
So do you think the officers are trained to kill the black people?
I absolutely do. I absolutely do. Like I said, I believe it's a memo that has been sent down from the executive office.
Have the evil mind and then, they kill the people like that?
The system is designed to destroy black people, period. All of that. Overthrow all of that shit.
The whole thing is this. There's no need for you to come to an area and police it if you have no stake in that area. You can't be from over there and come over here because you're going to lack empathy and sympathy. And we are all human beings. We might have a diversity. We might be black, white, even polka dot or stripe, but we all bleed red blood. We are all human beings.
That's right.
And so for a cop to come over here and just be oblivious to your rights, your civil liberties, I think that's horrible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to the mayor, I'm talking to the chief of police,
Right.
I'm talking to all the police. I
Right.
want them to know that a time has come for a change.
Right.
Maybe they'll appreciate if something like this horrific incident happened to somebody that they love. Maybe then and there, they'll have empathy or sympathy because they lack it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have come in contact with the police and they have treated me like the poop underneath their shoe. But yet it's me and other people like me that's paying their salary.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
it's
do
definitely a need for
let me ask you
change.
this. Do you think the way, now because we have seen that in the videos so many times that black people, you know, are being killed by the white cops, right? We have seen that. That's the fact that we saw. Do you think the police are fearing the black people? Do you think that?
Well, I think.
Do you think they are afraid of the black people? That's why they kill black people? Is that the reason?
I think that the police lack empathy and sympathy. Most times when a person wants to grow up to be a cop, it's because they were bullied in school. And they're looking for an opportunity to wreak havoc on society. They want to be the bully. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like for instance, I'm 6 feet tall and I'm 250 pounds, and I'm docile.
Right.
I'm very humble, but because of my stature and my size and my dark complexion, I'll be perceived as a threat. You know, so we got to get past these biases and these stereotypes. You have to have a heart.
Right.
You have to have some type of empathy. You can't be a sociopath.
Okay.
You can't be a narcissist.
Okay.
You have to have feelings for your fellow man. If I step on your foot and it hurts you, it's going to hurt me because I done
Right.
caused you some pain.
Right.
But for a sociopath, they want to step on your foot. That gets them off to make you hurt. And it's been my experience that the majority of the police are sociopaths. You know what I mean? You can be riding down the street, and if you got on a white shirt on a blue or polka dot shirt day, you're going to get pulled over. That's if you're black.
Okay.
And if you assert yourself, if you say, yes sir, officer, whatever you say, officer, that's still not enough. They want you to bow down and give them 20. When is enough enough? How humble do you have to be?
Okay. So now, other question. Do you think the black people are, unarmed black people are being killed by the white officers? Do you think it is because the majority of the police force is from the white community? Do you think that has to do something with that?
This
Do
is
you
my,
think, for
this-
example, if there is 50% of the police force from the black community, do you think that is going to solve the problem?
No, because this is my theory on it,
Right.
and mind you, this is just my opinion.
Right.
I feel like when a black man or a black woman become a police officer,
Right.
it's that they done sold themselves out. They done sold their souls out because there's this ethic of code.
Okay.
See something, you need to say something. But because they're part of the problem, they can see somebody in a chuck hole. They can see police brutality, but they won't say nothing for fear of retaliation against them. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
So no, I don't think that having more people in the black community
So
as
now-
police officers is the answer. I think the answer would be having an evaluation before someone gets hired by the city to
okay.
protect and serve the city. They need some type of psyche valve.
So how
Are
do
they
you
competent?
think now? So let me ask you this. So how do you think this problem is going to be solved? What is the best way to solve this?
Okay, I'm not psychic, I'm not clairvoyant, so I don't really have all the answers. But in
Right.
my own personal
your
opinion,
personal view, right?
In my
What do you
own,
think is going to solve this?
In my
the
own-
killing of the unarmed people.
Okay, in my own personal opinion, I feel that some things are going to have to happen on that side
Right.
in order for them to feel empathy and sympathy on this side. So because for so long they do their dirt and they get away with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like the man had his hand in his pocket. He put all his body weight on this man's neck.
Right.
Because he felt like, oh well, here's another dead brother. Who's going to care? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But this was not just a brother. This was a son. This was a father. This was an uncle. This was a friend. This was a cousin. This was a citizen. innocent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His life
Right.
matters. He counts.
Right.
Shut them.
All right. Thank you, man. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.